And welcome back to my channel. As always, I hope you're having a great day. My name is Majors. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, but instead, you're right here with me, and I'm thankful. As you already know, unless you're new to the channel, and if that's the case, please sub and share, and smash the like button for me. But as you guys already know, got up this morning, knocked out my 1,000 crunches, got that done. Got to the park, as you can see right here. Just got off the pull-up bar, baby. Had a good pull-up routine. Got to get that pull action in, hit them biceps, hit them lats, get the back going. Got that done. And I wanted to bring you guys the last and final step, intermittent fasting for beginners, step number 4. Step number 1, we're doing baby steps. It's all about water, water, and more water. Replacing your liquid calories with H2O, plain and simple. Step number 2 was about your snacking. We don't want to end snacking. We want to end bad snacking. Smarter decisions, being wise with your snacking, healthier options, step number 2. Step number 3, last week's video, that was about the bulk of your nutrition, your main meals. I took a trip down memory lane with you guys, showed you how far I've came, all my bad eating habits, the different places, how I used to eat out, what I used to order at those places. Again, just want to make wise decisions, replace your main bulk meals with healthier nutrition options. And that's going to lead us right now to the last and final step, step number 4. All right, so finally, what intermittent fasting is really all about, the eating window. I didn't want to just go right into the eating window in the beginning, because if so, that's where a lot of people fail. Their mind isn't used to the shift, the change. It becomes too strenuous. They end up falling off, going right back to where they started. So I introduce it to you in levels. And by doing that, it gives your mind an opportunity to understand change, to understand that it's actually going through a process. That way, by the time you do get to that last step, it'll be able to be something that you can sustain and make it ultimately part of your lifestyle. That way, you don't end up reverting back to old habits. The most popular window is that 16 to 8 version. The 16 represents the amount of hours that you're fasting. The 8-hour window represents the amount of hours that you're eating. So if you were like me, I would eat throughout the whole day, wake up in the morning, eat something right away, even if it was something light, like an orange, a muffin, anything of that nature. From that point, eat a big breakfast or a brunch or something like that. Then you got lunch, then dinner, so on and so forth. Well, what I didn't realize I was doing is I'm putting a ton of pressure on my pancreas to actually break all of that down. Over time, your pancreas becomes damaged, and then eventually your body becomes insulin resistant, which is not a good thing. That's a very, very bad thing. That's what leads to diabetes, type 2 diabetes. I believe there's a report that the CDC put out saying that there's over 100 million Americans that suffer from some sort of diabetes, whether it's pre-diabetes, diabetes, or type 2 diabetes. And a ton of that can be resolved just from eating, just what we're putting into our bodies on a day-to-day basis. What's beautiful about IF is that it actually helps regulate your insulin levels, which allows for you to become more insulin sensitive, taking that stress and that pressure and that damage away from your pancreas, reducing your pancreas's workload. So of course, when you eat, the body breaks all of that food down to give you energy. What happens is when you shorten that eating window within an 8-hour time period, the rest of the time that you're not eating, your body is looking for fuel to use to keep you going, to keep you moving, to keep you pushing, to keep living up to the demand that you put on it. So where does it get that fuel? It starts to attack your fat storage. You know that fat sitting on your back, the body's like, let's go get some of that reserve right there that he's got, that back fat. Let's go get some of that back fat he's got, throw that into the fire, use that as fuel. After that back fat starts to wear off, you know it's going to go to the thighs. It's going to go to the hams, wherever it could get that fat at. Arms, shoulders, whatever the case is. Over time, your body starts to get acclimated to the change. Next thing you know, you're looking leaner, you're looking meaner, stronger. The definition that was swallowed up by that body fat starts to show and peak. And that's the powerful thing about intermittent fasting. One of the most powerful things about IF. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. The first step's always the hardest. That's it. That's all.
I didn't ran away from it for years. I've been to the gym a few times, everything. I wouldn't even work out. I worked out when I was younger.
Yeah.
Work out, but now, shit, I'm 50. I said, man, I better get it back right.
Yeah, you know what? It won't even take you that long to get it back, neither. That's it. That's it. You got to The older you get, the more you got to maintain it.
Right.
All right, man, have a good one, though. So my eating window is from 1 to 9. That's what works for me. You can adjust it around your work schedule. You could adjust it to however you like. If it's easier for you to start early and end early, that's the beautiful thing about it. It's completely flexible. I like 1 to 9 because it's easier for me to start eating later. I get up early in the morning. I do my routine. I got my crunches. I get up with my guys, my pull-ups, whatever the case is. I look around, I look down at the time. Next thing you know, it's already 1, 2, 3 o'clock or whatnot. I usually start at 1 o'clock and I end at 9. That's what's been able to work for me. So you have to find that eating window that works for you. Another thing about IF is once you get going and you get used to it, it's not hard. It's not difficult at all. It's like anything else. You think you're going to be really hungry throughout the day, but it's actually the exact opposite. When I was eating frequently throughout the day, I was always hungry. And I was eating 3-4 meals with snacks and I was still hungry. However, with IF, you're eating your whole portions within that 8-hour window. You're going to feel more full than you did before when you was eating throughout the whole day. It's weird. But it just works like that. So how you would normally feel eating 3 to 4 meals with snacks or whatever the case, that's how you're going to feel eating 2 meals with snacks with IF. And also just another helpful tip, when you break your fast, you want to break it lean if possible. You don't want to go in hot and heavy, whole grip of calories. I found it beneficial when I go in light, maybe just with a protein shake, some eggs or something like that. Get that into your body, allow for that to digest, and then go in with a bulk type meal, something heavy with a lot of calories. If you see my meals and you see how much I eat, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You'd probably would have a hard time eating as much food as I do. Everything I get is within that 8-hour window. So what appears to be a lot really isn't a lot. I eat a large meal and that's gonna hold me the rest of the day until I eat again about 7 o'clock, which is a lighter meal. After I get that light meal in, I take my protein shake right about 8:30, 8:45, 9 o'clock, and that's how I end. And remember, it's not gonna happen overnight. There's gonna be a little struggle, but if you did the first 3 steps, you'll struggle less. But still, all in all, your body's gonna be tripping out. It's gonna be asking you what's going on, but keep control, stay with it. It's gonna take you a few weeks for you to acclimate to that 8-hour window. And when you do, you're good. There'll be no turning back. You won't want it any other way, trust me. You won't wanna eat before 1 o'clock. Everything I do is fasted. I train fasted. And I'm talking 3, 4, 5, 6 hour workouts. And I'm not talking about a walk in the park or a little jog here and there. I'm talking all out hard work. Weight room, after the weight room, go and get cardio in the mountains, in the hills. Strenuous, stressful, painful, gritty type workouts. All fasted. 7, 8, 9, 10-mile runs, all fasted. 10-mile runs after a 2-hour weight room session, all fasted. My body knows what's up. My body knows what time it is and it's ready to go. And if you're able to train fasted, it's even that much more powerful. It's gonna piggyback off of the great nutrition. It's gonna piggyback off your IF 8-hour window, because when you train fasted, your body is really searching and looking for those fat reservoirs, for them fat storages. It's gonna get all them fat cakes you got, put it in the fire to help fuel that workout that you're doing. Next thing you know, your abs is popping. Your definition is popping. As I always say, IF is not for everybody. Check with your doctor, make sure that it's healthy for you. And even if it is healthy for you, after giving it a good go, it may not be the best decision for you. It may not be the best thing for you, but I definitely would suggest to try it because it genuinely is life-changing. I've been at it 2 years this month. I'm proud to say it's my 2-year IF anniversary. No looking back, only looking forward. Intermittent fasting for beginners. Again, this is step number 4. As I always say, we're in this thing together. And I mean that genuinely. Sometimes you could feel like you're all alone out there. You might be in a household where you feel like you're by yourself. You're the only one trying to eat better. You're the only one trying to do better, feel better, look better, while everybody else is just eating whatever, doing whatever, maybe not driven, not motivated, not goal-oriented, doesn't have no kind of passion. That could be your environment, and that could be very discouraging. But now you got to stay focused. That'll actually make you more driven, more focused. That's going to make you want it even more. Stay positive. We're here for one another. You just got to click into that community. You want to plug in with like-minded people. That'll help keep you on that path and help give you that lift when you're down. I appreciate you guys. I can't say that enough. If you find this video helpful, share it, get it out there, tell your people, smash the like button for me. Until next time, Comfort Kills. Let's get it.